Yeah, we're winning. Okay, fantastic. Right, so that should be the last technical hitch. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Alex, Alex Newberry, and I am the creator of the game Numberella Deluxe that you've got in front of you. Now, many years ago, 2017, so it's really a long time ago now, I met a teacher who from Fayetteville called April De Gennaro. She was the gifted teacher at People's Elementary, and I met her at an EdTech conference called ISTE down in San Antonio in Texas. And she won in a raffle a very early version of this game, and she took it back to her school, People's Elementary, where she started using it, and she really liked it. And that triggered this sequence of events, which sort of led me to, have a really lovely relationship with Fayetteville and, with Georgia in general, because pre-pandemic, the game went across into lots of different schools in Georgia. And of course, then the pandemic shut everything down. And so now we're in the process of picking it up again. So it's a great privilege for me to be talking to you guys again. It sort of brings things full circle, and I'm so glad to be here and to have you all here. So all of that said, let's look at our boxes. Okay, now are your cards still in their cellophane wrapping, or are they free of the cellophane wrapping?
They're open.
Okay, so what you're going to see is you've probably got one or two decks of these black and white cards. They're called fortune cards. Have you got those?
They're mixed up. Yeah, they're mixed. You probably just need to make a stack of each color. You're welcome to go ahead and dump your box out.
Are they already in the are they already mixed up with the?
Yeah, they're mixed up. Yes, they're mixed up.
Okay. So it's correct that the black and white fortune cards should be mixed up into the game cards. Okay, so if that's already been done, that's fine. I'm just going to remind everyone quickly what that should look like, and then you can arrange your cards as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put my camera down so you can see my deck. You can see I've got a setup ready here. So here we are. Now, this is my command card deck. Okay, those are all the command cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, for every 4 game cards, I'm going to put 1 fortune card. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 game cards for 1 fortune card. 1, 2, 3, 4 game cards for 1 fortune card. 1, 2, 3, 4 game cards for 1 fortune card. 1, 2, 3, 4 game cards for 1 card. 1, 2, 3 fortune card, and then you'll have 3 cards on the top. Okay, out of your 27. All right, so that's how you set up each deck. Now, I've done the other decks earlier, but you can see that arrangement is the correct arrangement for all of the decks. Okay, now, yeah, so I can see you're all in tables of 3. That's fine. So what I want to do now, 3 volunteers to play the first game with me, where we're going to discover how to play, and whoever is not volunteering can set up your decks of cards. Okay, so who have we got? Who'd like to play this first game?
All right, it looks like we've got Caitlin and Max, and you only want 3?
Yeah, 3 is good. So we've got Max.
And Ben Bolton.
Okay, so we've got Max, Ben, Fulton.
So should they leave their team and come to the where they can be in the front in chairs so you can see them?
I guess so. So I can hear them. So I can hear them speak. Yeah, I was thinking we could do this maybe with maybe this team could have coins and dice, I'll do all the cards, but it might be more fun for them to handle the coins and cash themselves. Let's see how that works.
Well,
Is that
better?
Right. Yep.
You see well?
Bring you coins.
So I've got Max, Ben F, and I didn't quite catch that the third name or the second name.
Caitlin C.
Caitlin, okay, got you. Yeah, so CAITLYN. So there we go. Caitlin, is that YN or IN?
YN.
YN. All right, fantastic. There we go, Caitlin. You can go in the middle there. And then we've got Ben. Ben F. All right, there we go. So as you can see, I've given you each a placeholder, and on each placeholder there is 50 ant coins. So you all can give yourself, have you got some coins there on the table in front of you?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
Ben B.
Oh, Ben B, beg your pardon.
Matters.
Ben B, there we go. All right, fantastic. So we've got Caitlin, Max, and Ben B. Okay, so we're going to do this in 2 stages. I'm going to first of all show you how to use the fortune cards. These are the black and white cards. Then I'm going to show you how to use the game cards. That's these cards here. And once we've done that, we're going to play a little game. And we'll see, you know, who gets the most ant coins. And then I'm going to enter those scores into the league. Now, the rest of you, you should pay attention to this game while we're playing so you can learn how to play. And then in about, once we've done this first introduction, you can, anyone who's not playing up front can do the quiz on your, are you on Chromebooks or what are you on?
Yes, sir. We're on Chromebooks.
Yeah, Chromebooks. Okay, fantastic. All right, so here we go. First of all, fortune cards. Now, as you can see, we've got 5 different types of fortune card. Okay, we've got a Harry Hijack, a Miss a Go, a Gin Genie, a Ronnie Resist, and a Thief. Okay, now you use these cards against your fellow players. So let's see who can guess what you do with a thief.
Deal.
Yes, you can steal one of your opponent's ant coins. Okay, so this is a thief 50. So Max, if you played this thief at Caitlin, Caitlin would have to pay you 50. All right. So that's the thief. It's quite an easy card. Now you can block the thief with a Ronnie Resist. So the clue's in the name, Ronnie Resist. So Max, if you play that thief to Caitlin, Caitlin can say Ronnie Resist, and then you can't take her money. Okay. Now we've got another card here called Miss a Go. Who knows? Who can say what a Miss a Go would do?
Yes. Yeah, missing a turn.
Yeah, that's right. So Caitlin, if you played Miss a Go to Ben B, then Ben B would have to miss his turn. All right. But if Ben had a Ronnie Resist, then he could play that Ronnie Resist and he would not have to miss his turn. Okay. Now, should you, Caitlin, have another Ronnie Resist yourself, then you could block his Ronnie Resist and he would now have to miss his turn. Okay. So Ronnie Resist can be played on top of Ronnie Resist. Yeah. Are we all clear so far? Thief, steal the...
You can ask. I think he's calling on.
What if you don't want to? Do you have to use your Ronnie Resist if you have it?
You don't have to use any of the cards if you don't want to, but at the end of the game, when the buzzer goes, you have to pay 10 ant coins for any card you didn't use. All right. So you should try and use your cards. And also, this is really one of the ways that you can get ahead in the game. Okay. Now, this card here, the Gin Genie, if you look very closely into the center of the card, you can see there's a pile of coins. And that tells you what the genie does. The genie allows you to get money from the bank. So this genie here is worth 30, which would mean you hand it into the bank and you get 30 coins, 30 ant coins. Okay. So one final card to talk about is this card, the Harry Hijack. Now, Harry Hijack allows you to hijack someone's turn. All right. So if one of you has a question and you read it out and the other player thinks, ha, I can answer that question, you say, Harry Hijack, and then you get to answer that question. Okay. If you answer it correctly, you get to dice duel the player you hijack, and whoever wins the dice duel gets to keep the card and they get the money. All right. So that's how you use the Harry Hijack. Now, quite a lot of information. Should we just go through the cards one time? So let's see. Ben, can you tell me what a Misago does?
It just you can, if I play Mr. Go to Max, then he doesn't get his turn.
Yep, very good, excellent. Caitlin, what about the thief? What does the thief do?
It can like help you steal coins from the other teammates.
Exactly, you can steal coins from another player. Max, what about the Gin Genie? What does that do?
It lets you get 30 coins from the bank.
Yeah, it lets you get coins from the bank. Excellent. Well done, guys. Very good paying attention. Brilliant. And then finally, the Harry Hijack. Which one of you wants to tell me what that does? Caitlin, go ahead.
You can like steal questions from other players. Like if you know the answer, then you just yell it out, or not yell the answer, but yell Harry Hijack, and then you get the money for the question and you get the card.
Yeah, you get the money for the question as long as you win the dice duel. This is the key thing. You Harry Hijack to steal someone's question, but you can't get the cash from the question unless you beat them in the dice duel. Okay. All right. Very well. Very good attention, guys. Excellent. Now, we're very close to playing our first hand, but the next thing I need to explain is how each game card works. Okay. Now, I told you that you can Harry Hijack another player's card. Now, category 1, 2, and 3, right? So the orange, the green, and the purple, those cards, you have to wait for the player to read the question out, and then you can Harry Hijack. Categories 4 and 5, you can hijack straight away. Category 6, mostly you cannot hijack, and it says no hijack on it, but occasionally you can hijack if it's a trivia question. All right, I'm going to go over that one more time. So categories 1, 2, and 3, orange, green, and purple. You have to let the person whose turn it is read the question out, and then it can be hijacked. Category 4 and 5, you can hijack it as soon as the card is picked up, or as soon as the dice is rolled, or when you see what number it is. Okay, let's do a quick test on that. So Ben, can you tell me if it was a category 1 card, could you hijack straight away or wait for it to be read?
You have to wait for him to read the question.
Excellent. And Caitlin, what about category 3? Would that be wait for it to be read or straight away?
You have to wait for it to be read.
Yes, perfect. And Max, what about category 5?
You could do it right away.
That's right. Okay, well done, guys. Very good. And of course, the same for category 4. So let's take a look at a card. And we're just going to learn how we earn ant coins with the card. Okay. So there are these symbols. Now in the middle, there's the ant coins, and it tells you you've got 45 ant coins. Now that means very simply that if you answer this question correctly, you will win 45 ant coins. Okay. Now, next to that, there's this magic symbol, and that's telling you that once you've got the answer correct, you're allowed to roll the dice and times it by 5 and add whatever you roll to your score. So let me grab my mat. So I roll the dice. I times the 3 by 5. I get 15, and I add that to my 45. Who can tell me what 45 add 15 is?
60.
Nice job, guys. Okay, all the cards score in the same way. This symbol here is the sand timer. So that tells you how many turns of the sand timer you have to answer the question. All right. Now, the sand timer is optional. So if you all are confident with the level of math involved on the card, you can play this. If you're finding some of the questions difficult, you can decide not to. That's maybe a decision for Miss Hudson. Anyway, there we go. I think we're ready to try our game. So,
Wait, what's the?
has anyone got any questions? Sorry, go ahead, Caitlin.
Do you know how you said that you can only hijack it if it's a trivia question on the last one, on the last game?
Yeah.
Part? How would you know if it's a trivia question?
Okay, so basically it says, I think the rule is if it doesn't say no hijack, it can be hijacked. But you have these categories. So this is a history question. Okay, so you'd also have languages question or culture questions. So history, languages, and culture can be hijacked. But the easiest way to think about it is, sorry, there's geography as well. The easiest way to think about it is if it doesn't say no hijack, then it can be hijacked. All right. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, I've given you each 50 ant coins, and I'm now going to give you 3 fortune cards each. And what we're doing now is setting up the game as you would set it up when you play amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm just going to put my mat here in the middle. So here we go. Time for the cards. Max, you just got lucky, my friend. You got the Gin Genie 100. That's the best card in the deck. Go ahead, Ben.
What's the objective of the game?
The objective of the game is to hit the jackpot. So at the beginning of each game, we decide a jackpot, and we decide an amount of time that we have to play the game. If you manage to hit the jackpot within that time period, so like we're going to play a 10-minute game, then you win the game outright, and you win the amount of money you decide to play for. So we're going to all be playing for 500 in our games.
Okay.
Objective, really. Yeah, earn as many ant coins as you can, and hopefully hit the jackpot. If you don't, then there's a couple of ways of ending the game, which I'll explain when we get there. There was a question out back there. Go ahead.
What do you do if you don't know the answer to the question?
Well, you might hope that one of your friends hijacks you. Okay, so if you don't know an answer and someone hijacks you, then you kind of get out of it, right? You're off the hook. If no one hijacks you and no one knows the answer to the question, then you've got the answers in your rule books. So at the back of the rule book, you can find the answer. Or alternatively, of course, you can ask Miss Hudson, because I'm sure she'll know all of the answers. Okay, have we got another question at the back?
Did you forget your question? I'm sorry.
So was that a false start?
She just forgot what she wanted to ask.
All right, no problem. No problem at all. All right, so let's carry on giving these fortune cards out. So Max, you got the Gin Genie 100. That is a fantastic start. Caitlin, you've got a Thief 30. Okay. Then you've got a Harry Hijack. Now, just to say, while I'm giving these out, you have an option. You can play cards open or cards closed. We're obviously playing cards open because otherwise it wouldn't work, would it? But when you're playing amongst each other, you can do either. When you're learning the game, maybe keep the cards open. But when you know the game well, you can play cards closed. It doesn't really matter which you do. It's fun both ways. All right, Max, your second card. Oh, you got another Gin Genie. Look at Max, 150 at the start of the game. Caitlin, you got another thief. It's a thief 30. So Caitlin, I guess you're going to be gunning for Max. And Ben, you've got another Harry hijack. What are the chances? Everyone's got 2 of the same card. Okay, and our third card. Oh my God, Max. Max, he's lucky pills this morning. He's got the thief 100. Okay, right. You guys need to Ronnie resists. Oh, how about that, Caitlin? You got another thief. You got a thief 30. And Ben, you've got a thief 50. So we've got a very, very lots of thieves in play here. Now, it's going to be very important who wins the roll to see who starts. Okay, so we generally do this before to decide who starts. So each person rolls a dice. High roll will start the game. Max, you roll a 1. Caitlin, you roll a 3. You roll a 4. So Ben's going to start. Okay, so I'll talk you through your options. So right now, Ben, use this thief 50 straight away if you'd like to steal 50 from Caitlin or Max. Neither of them has a Ronnie resist. So you're guaranteed a 50. Would you like to play that now?
I will steal Max. I will steal 50 from Max.
Max, right, there you go. So that thief is played. Once the card's been played, it goes to the bottom of the deck. Max, I wouldn't be too upset because you know that you've got 150 in the wings coming in straight away. Now, here's an important thing to notice. When we score, when we get 100 ant coins, right? So Ben had 50 plus 50, 100. As soon as we get 100, we can cash them into the bank. There we go. There's the bank. And we're going to get a gold piece. Everyone, you can probably see gold pieces in your boxes. Yeah. Now, when you get a gold piece that's worth 100, you get a new fortune card. So Ben, you've got a new fortune card, which is a Ronnie resist. And that's happy days because you're going to be able to defend yourself. All right. Now, Ben, we're going to roll your card. Now, like I said, just to recap, this is a 10-minute game. I'm going to put 10 minutes on the timer. Just as soon as I've explained this first turn, we'll start. If anyone hits 500, they're going to win the game outright. If no one gets to 500, we're going to play a sudden death dice duel. And I'll tell you about that when we get there. All right. So, Ben, you've won 100. You've got a Ronnie resist. And now you're going to roll the dice to see what question you get. You've rolled a 1. Now, when you roll a 1, you pick up card number 1. All right. And now, remember, this card has to be read before it can be hijacked. So, Ben, you go ahead and read that.
Roll both the white dice and find the product. Now subtract it from 100.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to do that for you. So there's the white dice. You find the product of that one?
So that's 12.
Yeah.
So it'd just be 988. 988.
Correct. Nice job. Now, as you can see, you've won 30. But your magic is magic times 0, which means you don't get to roll for any magic. So I'm going to give you 30. Now, this orange card, you keep that. That becomes part of your collection, okay? And you're going to try and collect as many cards as you can. If you get 3 of the same color, then you get 30 bonus ant coins, okay? So, Ben, you've got 130. You can't play any more of your fortune cards, all right? Because you've got no thief, no miss a go, and no gin genie. So that's the end of your turn. I'm going to press my 10 minutes to start, and let's roll forward. Okay, so we're going to play goes clockwise. It's Max's turn. Max, what would you like to do first?
I like to steal 100 from Ben.
Okay. All right. So Max is playing the thief 100 to you, Ben. What would you like to do?
Ronnie resist.
Yeah, Ronnie resist. That's a good call. That's a nice example. So Max, you probably should have waited a little bit before playing that, because you might have picked up a Ronnie resist later. Anyway, what would you like to do next?
I like to just roll for a card.
Let's roll for a card. Okay, there you go. You've rolled a 6. There's your card.
So dice duel for 4 dice. Challenge the person who plays next. Highest sum wins. Loser gives winner one of their fortune cards or 100 ant coins if they don't have one.
Okay, this is an interesting one. So we're going to roll 4 dice. It's a highest sum wins. Yeah, Max, because it's your turn, you're going to roll first. There we go. You want to tell me the sum you've rolled there? Can you see that?
17.
Nice addition. Well done, Max. And so, Caitlin, let's see. You got to beat 17. What have you got there, Caitlin?
16.
16. Max wins. So, Caitlin, you're going to have to give Max one of your fortune cards. Now, your fortune cards are all the same. So, should I just give him one of your thieves?
Yes.
All right, there you go. Now, Max, would you like to use you can still, whilst you can play, you can still use any of these cards, right? Your game's not over until you can no longer play or you choose not to play. So would you like to use these cards?
I will steal 30 from Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, Ben, this time round, you can't defend yourself, all right? So I'm going to give Max 30. That moves Max up to 80. The thief goes out. And Max, would you like to cash in your Gin Genies?
Yes.
Okay, that's a great move. So you've got Gin Genie 150, all right? You've got here 80. If you've only got 70, hold on. I think I have to change some money down from Ben because he didn't give you enough. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So Ben, you're on 80 and I'm giving an extra 10 to Max. He's now on 82. And then I'm going to give him the 150 Gin Genies. Now, of course, that 150 means that he's gone through the 200 barrier again. All right. So we're going to put in the 100 for Max, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Max, you get another gold piece. Now you just got 2 gold pieces in succession. In cards, you got a thief 50. The wild card can play as a Harry Hijack, a Ronnie Resist, or a Miss a Go. Okay, you can use it as anyone you like. So there you go. You got another 50. You want to use that thief?
Yes, from Ben.
Okay, Ben. You can't defend yourself. So 20, 40, 50 over to Max. So Max now has 270. The thief goes out. And unless you want to use your wild card to make someone miss a go, Max, that's the end of your turn.
Yes, it will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm done torturing.
All right. So Max, good job. You've got 270. Ben, you've gone down to 30. Caitlin, you're still on 50. And now, Caitlin, it's your turn. Caitlin, you got 2 fortune cards. You want to use?
Sir? You said you
Would you like to use your fortune cards, or would you
Yes.
prefer to roll before?
I want to use my fortune cards, please. On
Sorry,
Max.
just say again.
I want to use my fortune cards on Max.
You want to play them against Max. Okay, so Max, you've got a thief coming at you. You can resist one of them with your wild card. Would you like to do that?
Ronnie Resist.
Ronnie resist. There we go. Max isn't parting with any money for the first thief, but the second thief you can't resist. Yeah, so you're going to have to pay Caitlin 30. There you go. Caitlin, you got 30. And now we're going to roll for your turn. You've rolled a 2. Now, Ben, I just want to remind you, you've got Harry hijacks. So you're the only player who can hijack at the moment. So once Caitlin's read this out, you can shout Harry hijack if you think you can answer the question. Here you go, Caitlin. There's your question.
Kite has 5 sides of equal length.
As this true or false category,
Oh.
okay? So your job is to say false or true.
Hijack. False.
All right, I think. Didn't I?
I'm talking about tight.
Yeah. So Ben, you've hijacked that successfully. Is it true or false?
It's false.
It's false. All right. So now, guys, we're going to have a dice duel. And because Ben hijacked, he's going to roll first. So Ben, you roll a 2. It's just high roll wins here, Caitlin. So you need to beat a 2. Caitlin rolls a 6. Caitlin, yes, you win. And it's a nice card. It's a 60 with a magic times 10. All right. So we're going to roll the dice times by 10. What's 2 times 10, Caitlin?
20.
And what's 60 add 20?
Sir?
60 plus 20.
Oh, 80.
Yes. Now, 80 plus what would be 100?
20.
Yes. So I'm going to put 20 from your stash into the bank, and I'm going to give you 100 back. And we've got 160 now for you. The Harry Hijack's being used, so that goes out. And you get your first fortune card. Oh, it's a thief 30. Would you like to use that against somebody?
Yes.
Who?
Max.
Okay, Max, you got to pay up. Right. So there we go. 30 from Max. Now, Caitlin, you've got 30, 60. So that puts you on 190. You're 10 behind Max. Ben, you're on 30. So it's time for you to make some money now. Caitlin, that's the end of your turn. You can't play anymore. Just let me check. You are on 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, hold on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Caitlin, beg your pardon. You've got 100, which means you get a new fortune card. Let's see what it is. It's a Gin Genie 30. Okay, you want to cash that in?
Yes.
All right. Caitlin, you are the new leader. 230 now. You can't do anything else. So now it is Ben's turn. Ben, you roll a 1. No one can hijack you, so you're safe just to get the money. Go ahead and read that out.
Stack all the dice one on top of the other so that no dice touches the dice of the same color and all the numbers facing you are equal.
All right. So if you've got the dice on the table there, you can do that.
All the numbers.
There's the challenge. Now, Max or Caitlin, if you wanted to, you could put some time pressure on him to see if he can do it within one sand timer. Do you want to do that?
Oh, wait, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Oh. Should have been in your bag. All right, ready? 1. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. It's done.
So check it. We're gonna make sure it's all even. Yes, he's correct.
Yes, he's done it. Well done. That's great. Good skills, Ben. So Ben, you win 50 and a magic double. Okay. So I'm going to roll 2 dice for you. If it's a double, your 50 will double to become 100. That's the significance of magic D. Okay. Here we go. No double, I'm afraid. But you do have now 2 orange cards. So 1 more orange and you'll be able to get the bonus 30. There's your 50. You are on 80 and it's now Max's turn. And we've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to play. So here we go. Max, you've rolled a 5. It's a quick draw. Ben, you can hijack this if you want to as soon as it's drawn. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Hijack.
So go ahead, Ben. Can you tell me the answer?
So 5, 7, 11. So I'm gonna go 15.
15.
No.
Does anyone think he's right?
Wait, no. 5, 7.
Okay, so
Wait. I think it is 15. One was 15.
don't get two bites of the apple, I'm afraid. Is not the correct answer. Now, the correct answer is 13 because these are all prime numbers. Okay, 5, 7, 11, 13.
I thought it was like 5 is 2 away from 7. And 7 is 4. Like 4 away from. Never mind.
But as a worthy attempt. Now, that's good news for Max because if you hijack someone and get the question wrong, the person you hijack gets the money for free. They don't even need to answer it. Okay. So Max, you've just got 50 with a magic time. Now that is also end of the. Max, I'm going to give you your cash. So Max, it's 50 with the magic times 10. Roll the dice times by 10. 3 times 10 is
30.
30. Excellent. So we're going to add 30 to the 50, which gives you a total of 8. All right, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, then. So obviously nobody hit the jackpot. So what we're going to do now is something called sudden death dice duel. All right. Now this works as follows. The player with the fewest coins, which is Ben, you've got 80, is going to play a dice duel against the person with the next fewest, which is Caitlin, who's got 230. Now, for every 50 that Caitlin is ahead of Ben, she can add 1 to whatever she rolls. Okay, so how many lots of 50 is Caitlin ahead of Ben? If Ben's on 80 and Caitlin's on 230, can anyone tell me? How many lots of 50 is that? Caitlin, go.
1. Just 150.
No.
Exactly right. It's 150. So in other words, 3 lots of 50. So Caitlin, you can add 3 to whatever you roll. So Ben, that means that you have to roll 4, 5, or 6, or you are out of the sudden death dice duel. Ben, you're going to roll first. Anyone want to give me a drum roll? Here we go, Ben. It's a 4. He's alive, but Caitlin, unless Caitlin rolls a 1, Ben's out. Let's go again. Caitlin rolls a 6. Caitlin wins. Ben, sorry about that. You're out, and your final score is 80. Now, Caitlin, you're now going to play Max. Right now, Max has 280, and you have 230. So Max has a +1 on the dice. And Caitlin, because you have fewer coins, you're going to roll first. Let's go again with the drum roll. Caitlin needs to roll better than 1. Caitlin rolls 6. So Max, you need to roll a 5 to tie or a 6 to win. Who's with a 1, 2, 3, 4? It's a 1 in 6, isn't it? Here we go, Max. 2. So Caitlin. First game. All right, you win the first game. Now, I'm now going to, hello again. I'm back. I'm now going to give everyone their scores. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and you can watch this happening. So here is the league. And Caitlin, you win. Let me see, where are you? You're here. You're going to win 500 because you hit that jackpot. Okay. So you won the sudden death dice, which means you get that 500. So Caitlin, you go on 500. Max, you finished on 280. Let's put those in there for you. And Ben, you got 80. So you're Ben B. There we go. All right, so that's the beginning of the competition. Now we can see what's the position of your houses. So obviously House Gin Genie is heavily in the lead. That'll be Caitlin's house. House Harry Hijack, that's Max's house, and then House Numberella. Now, you'll see as the competition goes on, those positions are going to change, all right? And also the quiz that you're going to do on your Chromebooks, that's okay. So that will now be live, so you can have a crack at that when you're not playing a live game. Or
Oh, we didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, you froze.
oh, I did.
Yeah, we didn't hear the last thing that you said after you mentioned that there would be a online game.
Oh, okay. So what I said was, we can get the next group up to play the game with me, and everyone else can do the quiz on their Chromebook. Okay. Yeah, we got some volunteers there.
Let's do Mandy and Madison and Macy. We're gonna go three M's.
Yeah, I wasn't. Good luck.
I wasn't.
I'm gonna need all the Yeah.
But did everyone else understand that you can go right now and get points for your house by taking that quiz?
How do they access the quiz? We have to go to Master Club. We already played it.
Okay. So tell me who we are. So in the Superman t-shirt, what's your name?
Macy.
Macy. Okay, is that M-A-C-Y?
I.
M-A-C-I, beg your pardon. M-A-C-I, there you go. And in the middle with the pink.
Madison.
Sorry, say again?
Madison.
Madison, got you. Madison. And then last but not least?
Mandy.
Who we got with the stars? Say again.
Mandy.
Mandy. Okay, okay, ladies. So did you pretty much understand the game? Should we get cracking straight away? Anyone got any questions?
We were just trying to help them, the rest of them get into the game, like where they're taking a little quiz. How do they do that?
How do you do the quiz? Okay, so once you've logged in, you would follow the flashing symbols. Okay, so on the front of your, once you've logged in, you'll see something that says Master Club card.
Yep.
And if you click that Master Club card, then you will see something that says leagues. So in your bottom right, and these symbols will flash after about sort of 10 or 15 seconds. But you go to league. And then there's a cup symbol underneath where it gives you your rank and your name. And then you click that cup symbol and then it'll take you to the quiz. Has anyone managed to find it?
Yeah, it's not with the cup for them. It's down at the bottom. It just, there's a little button that says begin phase 1.
Oh, okay. So you're right, sure. So you're on the quiz screen. So yeah, click phase 1.
You haven't gotten there yet. Click the cup first. Basically, if it's flashing, click it, and then it'll take you to the next thing to click. So if that's flashing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Macy, let's roll to see who starts. Macy's going to roll first. Macy, let me just put my thing down. Here we go. All right, everyone's got 50 ant coins. And Macy, you're going to roll first. I'm just going to put my 10-minute timer on. I'm afraid we may run short of time. But let's see, we're going to get cracking straight away. Macy, I'm sorry, but you've rolled a 1. Madison, you got a 6. And Mandy, you've got a 1. So Madison, you're going to start. And I'm now going to give you all your fortune cards. Just going to give a shuffle. There we go. So Macy, you have a thief 50. Madison, you have a Harry hijack. Mandy, you have a Ronnie resist. Macy, you've got a Harry hijack. Madison, you have, sorry, let's move these a bit. You have a Ronnie resist. And Mandy, you have a Harry hijack. Now, last card, Macy, you've got a Mr. Go. Madison, you've got a Harry hijack. And Mandy, you've got a thief 50. Okay. Now, Madison, you're going to start. So we're going to roll that dice. You've rolled a 3. Now, remember, the 3 has to be read out before it can be hijacked. So, Madison, you read it. As soon as you've read it, you can answer it. Everyone else, you can hijack it once she's read it. Okay. There you go. Go ahead, Madison.
Hijack on holiday in Las Vegas. Finishes his daily 5-mile jog in the desert heat and is dying of thirst. He drinks 7 pints of water. How many liters is that?
Anyone want to hijack that one? It's a tough old question because this one requires you to know the ratio between liters and pints. So, Madison, I take it you don't know this one? No? Okay. All right. Well, the answer is 4. 4 liters is the equivalent to 7 pints. It's a very useful ratio for you to take. 4. So, Madison, unfortunately, you don't get any money for that card. And you've got Harry hijack and two hijacks and a resist, so you've got nothing to play. So that's the end of your turn. You stay on 50. Mandy, it's your turn. You roll a 5. Now remember, this one can be hijacked straight away. So I'm going to draw it. Mandy, you try and answer as fast as you can. Anyone else can hijack. 3, 2, 1, go.
Close your eyes and give the cube of a blue number. I don't know.
We don't use that terminology in America. Is it the same? Would that be square?
Yeah, 4 cubed. So 4 to the power of 3.
4 3 times.
So imagine if you had a imagine if you had a cube, right? You got a cube, yeah, and you wanted to know the volume of the cube, and the side of the cube was 4. What would the volume be?
Genuinely, I have no idea. I genuinely don't know.
Okay, so what you'd have to do is you have to do length times breadth times height. So you can go 4 times 4 times 4. Can you tell me that?
4 times 4 is what? Times 4. No, don't give up. Think it through.
Yeah, so you've got 10 times 4. If you can do 10 times 4, and then do 6 times 4 and add it together. So 40, add 20, add 4. Okay, you've probably out of time on that one, right? So it'd be 64. But Mandy, you've got a thief. Would you like to play the thief against either of your opponents? No? Okay. Remember, you have to pay 10 for it at the end yourself, all right? So if you don't play it against someone, you may not, you may, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Maybe you want to use it later. All right. Macy, you've rolled a 1. Here we go.
Stack all 6 dice, one on top of the other, so that the colors appear in alphabetical order from the top to the bottom.
Okay, so you've got dice on the table in front of you there.
Okay, good. It's fine. Alphabetical order.
All right, so one of your Madison or Mandy, if you want to, you can put the sound timer on, just if you'd like.
From its alphabetical order from the top to the bottom, not from the bottom to the top.
Okay, so Macy, I'm afraid you've probably run out of time on that one, haven't you? So there we go. Macy, you have a miss, a go, and a thief. Would you like to use either of those?
No.
Okay. All right, in which case, it's Madison's go. Madison, you roll a 3. There's your question.
The BFR rocket sets off the noise at 0:30 and arrive at 16 hours later. What time do you arrive? $5:36. 5:36.
5:36. Okay, nice try. Not quite though. So this one would be 16 hours after 04:30. Get 20, right? So you'd have 20:30. And if you want to convert 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock, you just take 12 away. All right, so 20:30, 20 take away 12 is 8, so it'd be 8:30 p.m. or 20:30 in 24-hour clock. All right, nice try. You've got no cards to use, so we're going to move on to Mandy. Mandy, you roll a 2. It's a true or false category. Hijack once it's been read out. Here you go.
The thief's garden is 5 meters wide and 3 meters long. The perimeter is 15 meters.
So true or false?
I'm saying
Either of you others want to hijack it?
She says false.
She says false. Okay, well done. The perimeter would of course be 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3, 16. So Mandy, well done. You win 35 and a magic times 5. So Mandy, I'm going to roll your dice. Can you times that by 5? 30, and then 30 add to 35?
65.
65, yes. All right, well done. So you've got 50. Can you tell me what 50 add 65 is?
100.
115. Yeah, excellent. So Mandy, new fortune card for you is a miss a go. Now, would you like to play that card against anyone?
Sure.
Yeah. Who would you like to play it against? Okay. So Macy, you're going to have to miss your next turn. All right. Now, Mandy, whilst you're playing cards, do you want to play this thief against anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you like to play it against?
Mason.
Playing it against Macy. Okay, Macy, you got to pay 50. There you go. Now the thief goes out. Macy, you're missing your go. So Madison, now it's your go. Got 30 seconds to play. Madison, you've rolled a 4. Now this category can be hijacked straight away, or we can ask the questions to Madison. Because this category is high pressure question. Okay, so you've got 12 questions, mental arithmetic. So I'll ask you those questions if no one's hijacking. All right, are you ready, Madison? Can you tell me 35 divided by 7? Did you say 5?
She did.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. 32 divided by 8.
She said 4.
Straight 4. Well done. Brilliant. 36 divided by 4.
She's correct.
Yeah, 9. Okay, brilliant. Now that's buzzer gone for our 10 minutes. Okay, so Madison, well done. You got 3 of those correct before the buzzer went. So I'm going to give you 15. Okay, and you've also got a magic times 5. So let's roll the dice times by 5. Can you tell me 6 times 5? 30. Brilliant. So we're going to add 30 to your total. Oh, now that gives you 40, 50, 60. So you finish with 95. All right. Now, like I said at the beginning, any fortune cards that you didn't use, you have to pay. So Mandy, you got to pay. Jax. Madison, you've got to pay 30 for your unused Harry hijacks and Ronnie resists. And Macy, you've got to pay, well, you don't have to pay anything. All right. Now, we're now going to, no one hit the jackpot. So we're going to have sudden death dice duel. Now, Macy, you start with 0. So you're going to roll Madison. Madison's got 65. So Madison has +1 on the dice. Macy, you roll first. You roll a 3. So Madison, if you roll a 1, you lose. A 2, you tie. So you need 3, 4, 5, or 6 to win. Let's get that drum roll going. Madison rolls a 2. Okay, so that means it's a tie. And now it's just a straight duel. High roll wins. Macy rolls first. Macy rolls a 2. Madison rolls a 1. So Macy, you go into the next round against Mandy. Mandy, you've got 145. All right, now that means you've got only +2. You were 5 away from having +3. If you'd used your fortune cards, you would have had +3. So +2. Macy, you roll first. Macy, you roll a 2. Now that isn't enough to win because Mandy has +2 anyway. So Mandy, you win. Well done. You win the 500 jackpot. I'm just going to put those scores on. So where are we? Mandy. Mandy, you get that 500. Madison, you win 65. And Macy, unfortunately, you finish with 0. So there we go. There's the scores gone in. Right. Now, who's up for the next game? Okay, come on.
Maya, Ben, and Taylor.
You know what, Miss Hudson, I'm thinking maybe we can have 4 because we may run out of time.
Then Madison. I don't mean Madison. Delia, join him. He said you could have 4. We're all gonna play. If you don't get a chance to play in front of him, we're gonna have the teams we had, and we're gonna play around after we understand it.
Right, so we've had a couple of games. Does anyone have any questions at this point, or is it all becoming clear?
It is so nice to see you play it, so that we can yes, it's we don't know what to ask yet, but it's very helpful to see how you're doing this.
Yeah, no, of course. Oh, that's perfect. Well, it's a great pleasure. Right, let's get the new players. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So with the pink leggings, what's your name?
Zelia.
Okay, can you spell that for me?
Z. E.
Sorry, Z?
Yes.
Okay, Z, yes, then?
Zelia.
Ah, Zelia. Got you. Zelia, you're going to be on the Exeter College coaster.
Okay.
And on Zelia's right, who have we got?
Maya. Maya.
Sorry, is that Maya?
Yes.
Maya, fantastic. There we go, Maya. And with the Under Armour shirt?
Ben W.
Ben W. Okay. All right, Ben W there. And finally with the turquoise shirt?
Taylor.
Taylor, nice. There we go. Taylor, okay. Right, who can tell me how much money we all need to start? 50 is, yeah, that's a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right, so it's 50 each. And how many fortune cards do we each get to start?
3.
3, that's the correct answer. Well done, guys. You've been paying attention. That's really good. Okay, let me just get these cards. All of these cards from the last game just go to the bottom of the deck, by the way. Just go to the bottom of the game card decks. All right, now, so here come the fortune cards. So Zelia, you have a miss a go. Maya, you've got a miss a go too. Ben W, you've got a Ronnie resist, and Taylor, you've got a Ronnie resist. Zelia, you have a Harry hijack. Maya, you have a Harry hijack. Ben W, you've got a thief 50, and Taylor, you've got a thief 100. Taylor, how about that? All right, third card. Zelia, Zelia's got a thief 100 too.
Nah.
Maya, you've got a Ronnie resist. Ben W, you've got a Ronnie resist. And Taylor, you've got a Harry hijack. Okay, the cards are out. Now we're going to roll to see who starts. Zelia, you roll a 3. Maya, you roll a 3. Ben W, you roll a 6. Taylor, you roll a 4. So Ben W starts, we go clockwise. As always, we've got a 10-minute game and we've got a 500 ant coin jackpot. All right, here we go. So Ben W, time is on. Ben, you roll a 2. That's a true or false question. Ben has to read it and then it can be hijacked when he's finished reading. Ben, you answer true or false as fast as you can. Go.
There are 90.
There are 90 degrees in the right.
There are 90 degrees in the right. True.
Okay, did I hear a Harry hijack?
No. There was no.
Okay, well done, Ben. That's true. It's 55 and a magic times 10. Can you tell me what 4 tens are, Ben?
40.
Correct. And add to 55.
95.
There you go. Now you started with 50. So what's your new total? 90 add 55. What would that give you?
45. 140.
140. Yeah, very good. Nice mental arithmetic. You've got 145. And of course, when you get a gold piece, what happens to you? You get a new fortune card.
Yep.
Oh, you picked up a thief 30. You want to play that against anyone?
Yes, I'll play it against Maya.
Okay, now Maya, you've got a Ronnie resist. You want to resist that?
Yes. I will.
Now, Ben, you've got another Ronnie.
I'll run it. Yeah, I'll use my running resist.
Okay. More Ronnie resists. So you've got to pay Ben 30.
Yeah.
There you go. The used fortune cards go out. And that is, oops, the end of Ben's turn. Ben, you've got 175. Okay. Well done. Good first turn. Right. So Taylor, it's your turn. Now, Taylor, you've got this thief 100 here. Would you like to use that against anybody?
Yes.
So think carefully about who you play it against. First of all, think who has enough money to pay you. And second of all, think about the strategy. You can play thief, and then you've got a Ronnie resist in reserve to defend your thief. Okay, so think about the strategy. Who do you want to play it against?
Ben, of course.
Yep. Right. So thief, Ben, you've got a thief 100 against you. Do you want to resist that?
Yes.
All right, Ben's resisting that, but Taylor, you want to resist his resist?
Yes.
Yes. Ben, you've got to pay up, my friend. Sorry about that. 100 goes to Taylor. Taylor automatically gets a new fortune card, and it's another Harry hijack. Now we're going to have Taylor's roll. Taylor rolls a 4. Taylor, you've got some high pressure card. Here are your questions. You've got 4 sand timers to answer. So the first question is 7 take away 11.
7 minus 11. No.
Yeah, 7 minus 11.
Who's negative 4?
Yeah, Taylor, correct. Yeah, minus 4. Now 1 take away 8.
Is it -7?
-7, very good. 1 take away 10.
-9?
Excellent. 11 take away 8.
That's -3.
No, negative 8.
Wait, no, it's 3.
Is 3, very good. 4 take away 3.
It's 1.
Say it louder.
It's 1.
Is 1, yeah. 11 take away 3. 8, very good. 3 take away 4.
1. -1.
-1, perfect. 8 take away 3. Last sand timer.
Is that 5? 5.
5, very good. 5 take away 6.
-1.
-1, very good. 9 take away 9.
0.
0. Okay, you're out of time. You answered 10 out of 12. Very good effort. Brilliant. You get 10 lots of, because each worth 5, right? So you get 10 times 5, which is 50. And you've got a magic times 5. You got 3 times 5. What's 3 times 5?
15.
15. Very good. Add that to 50.
65.
Yeah, very good. Now you've got 50 in your hand here. 50 add 65. That's going to give you 115. So you move on to 215 and you get a new fortune card, which is a Harry Hijack. Okay, you can't play any more because you've got no cards to use. So it moves on to Zelia. Zelia, you roll a 6. There we go. There's a question for you, Zelia.
Spilled milk.
Hey, nice. Very good. That's a straight 100. Zelia, great job. I like it. Yeah, and a new fortune card for you, which is a Genie 50. You want to play that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that gives you another 100. You get another fortune card. Oh, Zelia, it's a Genie 100. You want to play that?
Yes.
Oh, look, this is Zelia. What a run. Okay, it's another 100. Another fortune card. It's a Harry Hijack. Okay, now you can play any of the cards in your hands. You got, oh, look, you got a Thief 100 here. Who do you like to play that against?
Ben. Ben doesn't have it.
Okay, so Ben's got 95, so that would reduce him to nothing. Taylor's got 215. Not that I'm trying to influence you in any way, but if you do it against Ben, you won't get your full 100, whereas if you do it against Taylor, you would. Up to you. What would you like to do?
I'll do it against Taylor.
Okay, Taylor, sorry about that. Don't hold it against me. Just trying to teach you the game. All right. So, yeah, Zelia, you're going to get 100 from Taylor. She can't defend with no Ronnie resist. So you're now on 400. Okay, a very, very nice turn for you. That's the end of your turn. It's Maya's turn. Maya, you roll a 6 too. Here's your question.
Hello, hola, and konnichiwa.
Yeah, awesome. Apart from the question says, say thank you. You said say hello.
Thank you.
So, look,
Harry
I'm sorry,
Hijack.
Ma. You don't. I'm sorry, Ma. You don't get 2 goes, right? So we're gonna have to take your first answer.
Harry Hijack.
So unfortunately, that one goes out. But the lesson, of course, is read the question carefully. Now, Maya, you could, if you'd like, use your miss a go against one of your competitors.
I'll use it on Taylor.
Taylor. So Taylor, you're going to miss a go. All right. So that means Ben, it's your go. We've got 2 minutes to play. Ben, you've rolled a 5. Now remember, guys, this can be hijacked as soon as Ben sees it. So Ben, I'm going to show you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
Okay, Maya, in with the Harry Hijack. This becomes your card. Go ahead, Maya.
That was so quick.
So you've got to pick up all your ant coins. I'll do that for you. I'll hold those.
Is it 90?
90. Yes. Right, now we've got a dice duel. Maya, you hijack Ben, so you're going to roll first. 6. Ben, you need to roll a 6 to stay in it. Ben rolls a 5.
Oh.
Agony for Ben, ecstasy for Maya. Well done, Maya. So that is 50 and a magic D. If you roll a double, you're going to double that 50. No double. So Maya, well done. You successfully hijacked. You get 50. But that's the end of your turn. We've got 1 minute and a little bit to play. Ben, it's sorry, Taylor, you're missing your go. So it's Zelia's turn. Zelia, you need 100 to hit the jackpot, and you've got 1 minute to do it. Zelia, you roll a 3. This can be hijacked once she's finished reading it. Oh, it's a tricky question. Let's see how you get on, Zelia.
The thief buys 3 grapefruit for her and her friend. She cuts each grapefruit into 9 pieces and eats 3 pieces. How many friends does she have if each friend also gets 3 pieces? Is it 3?
Is that your final answer? 3?
Wait, no.
It can still be hijacked, everybody else.
Is it So 6.
I'm afraid it's not.
Oh, 27,
6.
27.
Yes. So I'll just walk you through it, right? So she buys 3 grapefruits and she cuts them into 9 pieces, right? So she now has 27 pieces. She eats 3, which means there's 24, which means you have to do 24 divided by 3 to get the number of friends, which would be 8.
You
Yeah.
can't do the game. You can't do it.
All right, so unfortunately, we can't give you that one. So it's end of game. The buzzer's gone. Time for a sudden death dice duel. Now, in 4th place at the moment is Maya. Maya, you've got 70. Ben, you've got 75. So you guys are going to have a straight dice duel. High roll wins to go into the next round. Maya, you roll first because you've got the fewest cards. Sorry, the fewest coins. Maya, you roll. Oh, hold on a second. Taylor, you've got to pay 30 for the unused cards. That drops you down to 80. Okay, so you're going to be on also a straight duel. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. Right, Maya against Ben. Maya, you roll a 5. Ben, you roll a 1. Maya,
Ben.
you go through to the next round against Taylor. Again, it's a straight duel. Oops. Maya, you roll a 5. Taylor, you roll a 5. Okay, roll again.
That's so good.
Maya, you roll a 4. Taylor, you roll a 4.
What?
Maya, you roll. Okay, so Maya, you go through to the final against Zelia. Now, Zelia's got 380. All right. Now, that means that she is more than 300 ahead, which of course means that she's out of reach. Okay, she can't be caught with the sudden death dice duel. So that means the game ends on current scores. So Zelia, you've got 400. Just going to share the screen here. Okay, and I can see the scores have been given by the quiz as well. So Zelia, you've got, I'm going to give you 400. Maya, you've got 40, 50, 60, 70. Where are you? Maya, 70. Oh, Maya, you got a good score there from the quiz, 380.5. Very nice. Ben W, you've got 40.75. Ooh. Ben, you got a good score from the quiz as well. Taylor, you've got 80. So that puts you on 402. All right, let's have a look at the house standings. So we have, by the looks of things, House Gingini is in the lead with 1,462. Hands up if you're in House Gingini.
Who's in House Gingini?
I don't know what house
It says on your dashboard, it's the character that is.
Or it's not. What is mine?
I can't see it. You're a thief, Zelia.
Oh, well.
I can tell you, House Gingini is Macy, Taylor, and Caitlin.
What?
Okay, now I've got a feeling that okay, you can all see the houses here, right? So that's House Gingini. House Harry Hijack is Finley, Max, and Maya. House Numberella is Ben B, Ben W, and Mandy. And House the Thief is Madison, Zelia, and Eli. Okay. Now I'm guessing that not everybody has had a chance to play, have they?
No, we were thinking as soon as you were done, we would let them be in their original teams and play around at their table.
Yeah, and you guys can have a game. But so what I should do, so who didn't get a game? Because I think I'm gonna have to wrap up now.
Only
Who didn't get a game? Okay, so let me just give you Now, what was the approximate average score of everyone in these games? Do we think about 100 maybe?
Not really.
Yeah, about.
About 100. Okay, so I'm going to give each of you who didn't play 100. So Eli, you didn't play, is that right? And who are the other two who didn't play?
Just Finley.
Finley.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. There's 100 for you. And who's the final one?
That's all.
That's all. All right. Okay, which gives us our final standings as, okay, it hasn't changed the final outcome. Gingini with 1462, Numberella with 1403, and the Thief with 1391, Harry Hijack with 1166. Okay, so anyone in House Gingini is going to get a certificate to commemorate today's competition. There you go. You're going to get a certificate that looks like that, which I'm going to send to Miss Hudson.
You got to get rid of about 500. I got 700. She got it. Everybody took the money from me.
And there we are. So, did you all have fun?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, and thank you for Miss Hudson for arranging. Wonderful. So, Miss Hudson, I'm going to see you again next week, aren't I? On Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And we will play around right here and we will update our scores and then we will communicate with you and let you know how that went. And I'll see if they have any questions as soon as you leave us so that we can start the next session next week with, what they're confused about.
Sounds good. Yeah, well, I'm right here whenever you need me. Okay, so well done, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy playing, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.
Bye. It's gonna hang up. I'm gonna do it.